Thank you, Speaker. My question is for the Minister of Community and Social Services. As the Minister responsible for women's issues noted yesterday, December 6 was the National Day of Remembrance and Action on Violence Against Women. In my riding of Ottawa Centre and around the province, the tragic events that sparked this day of remembrance are top of mind, as are the steps that we can take to address violence against women. All women have the right to feel safe and secure in their own homes, and the government has a responsibility to help those fleeing violence. Speaker, through you to the Minister, after the cuts to the violence against programming made under the previous government, how has your ministry helped to rebuild and enhance the supports in place to help those escaping domestic violence?
Minister responsible for women's issues, Community and Social Services.
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker. And I'd like to thank the honourable member for raising this very important issue. It's particularly fitting, as he mentioned, in light of yesterday's anniversary and the statements that were made in this legislature. And also, Mr. Speaker, members may be aware that representatives of the Ontario Association of Interval and Transition Houses are here at Queen's Park with us today. And I certainly would like to thank them for their work and the work of their member organizations for the work they do. Mr. Speaker, I'm proud of the steps that our government has taken in this area since 2003. In 2010-11, we provided over $143 million to programs that help address domestic violence. That's a 49% increase since 2003. My ministry also provides funding to 96 agencies operating emergency shelters for those fleeing violence. In 2010-11, shelters served approximately 12,000 women and 8,000 children.
Thank you. Supplementary.
Thank you, Speaker. Minister, as you know, yesterday I introduced a private member's bill to help victims of domestic violence. If passed, this legislation will help victims of domestic abuse by allowing them to break their lease, to escape from an abuser in a shorter time period than is now allowed. Minister, last week you spoke about the White Ribbon Campaign, a campaign that aims to mobilize men to talk about violence against women. I believe that everyone needs to stand up and work to eliminate violence against women. Through you, Mr. Speaker, will the minister tell us this House what is being done to fight sexual violence?
Minister.
To the minister responsible for women's issues, Mr. Speaker.
Minister.
Thank you very much, Speaker, and I want to thank the member for the question, and I also want to acknowledge the presence of OAIT here today. They were a partner in the development of our province's comprehensive domestic violence action plan, and we have worked hard with many of our partners across the sector, Speaker. Last year I had the opportunity to continue that work and introduce and launch the province's sexual violence action plan. Speaker, it's incumbent upon each of us, as has been said before. Every day women of all backgrounds, all ages, and across the province and country are victims of sexual violence and domestic violence. Our plan provides services for victims of sexual and domestic violence and helps them heal. We've increased funding, for example, to Ontario's 41 sexual assault centres, improved support for women who turn to our healthcare system, and invested in training. At the root of this, Speaker, is inequality, and each of us has a very important role to play.
Thank you.